So, how did the Warriors dominate the Spurs in the Western Conference Finals? Let's ask Brandon Scoop B. Robinson, host of the Scoop B Radio podcast, joining us live via Skype from New York. Good morning, Scoop. Welcome to the show.
Good evening, Miko. What's going on, sir?
Well, right now, we can focus on sports for the moment. And, Scoop, your thoughts on how the Warriors dominated the Spurs in the Western Conference Finals?
I think they play proficient basketball, Miko. When you look at a Golden State Warriors team, a team over the summer, they picked up Kevin Durant. They still had all the pieces. You know, you added Zaza Pachulia. Some Spurs fans don't want to hear that name, but the Golden State Warriors have played pretty much impeccable and non-mistake basketball. As you mentioned earlier, Kevin Durant shooting 13 for 16 last night, 12 rebounds. I think the thing about Kevin Durant that stands out is he made a decision, he stuck with it, and he's enjoying and bearing the fruits of his labor and choosing that team to in free agency. I think it was a good move, and he's a complimentary piece to Draymond and Steph Curry.
When you look at how the Warriors play, with Steph Curry playing well, with KD playing well, with Draymond Green being Draymond Green, how impressive is this team heading into their third straight finals?
I mean, the proof is in the pudding. They swept. They beat a Spurs team who was without Kawhi Leonard, was without David, and a team without Tony Parker. It would definitely have been a different series had those guys participated. But I do think that the Warriors team was built to win and to compete with the Cleveland Cavaliers, and they're ready to fire. 12 straight wins, no losses. It's been a great series, assuming that the Cavaliers take care of business.
Scoop, will you be willing to give the Warriors a clear edge over the Cavs if they do meet again in the finals?
No.
Why not?
Well, I think, honestly, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. I like the fact that the Cavs lost the game the other night to the Boston Celtics. I think there is something to be said about second is best, first is not always the clear-cut favorite. I like the adversity, the hard scrabbleness that the Cavs have had to go through. You know, adding a bench during the NBA season, you added Darren Williams, you added Kyle Korver, you add Derek Williams, you add those pieces, and those guys trying to find themselves in season. I think sometimes perfect doesn't always get the cake, and I think that with the Cavaliers, they've had a harder transition going to the NBA Finals, assuming that they make it, than the Golden State Warriors. And I like a little adversity.
Well, the Cavs certainly have that adversity. Very little adversity, I suppose, against the Celtics. But if we were to nitpick the Warriors and what we've seen so far, what is one weakness that opponents, whether it's the Cavs or by some miracle the Celtics, could capitalize in the finals? What's that one Golden State weakness an opponent can, really exploit?
All right, so if we're assuming that the Cleveland Cavaliers are going to the NBA Finals and beating the Boston Celtics, I think the interior. I think when you look at the center position, you look at who they had on their team last year to defend versus this year. You like the interior as far as just the improvement in season that they added JaVale McGee. I think JaVale McGee has played impressive basketball this season, but assuming that the Cavaliers do go, Tristan Thompson is a monster. Have you turned into TV lately and seen how well he's been playing? I mean, he was a threat in the NBA Finals last year, but this year he's more confident. You see him jawing at Marcus Smart, I believe it was, the other night in the playoff game. I like the interior matchup. I think that's the advantage that the Cavs have over the Golden State Warriors, and I think that that's defensively he's going to give them fits.
That is definitely noted. Cavs could have advantage inside the paint. Brandon Scoop B. Robinson. Scoop, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
My brother, thank you for the opportunity.